I think I have a sort of an assortment of messages for a variety of the people within our audience today. So I think for our policymakers, I think that focus on parents and also developing really strong relationships with parents and families as a starting point, and helping parents to understand that they are a key resource in children's lives. For our practitioners, I think I want them to focus on the power of language, and language as a medium for children's change and changing circumstances. Because if children get to the age of 4 or 5 with very strong language levels, lots of other things fall into place for them. And then finally, I suppose a little bit of a depressing message, which is to understand the scale of disadvantage in terms of social mobility that still exists for children through the United Kingdom, including Scotland. And so, can we make a difference? Yes, and there's a high drive to make that difference in the early years. Interestingly, with Scotland going down the route of having universal provision for 2-year-olds, as I understand, there's a message there about how those children come into settings, and making sure that the relationships between parents, key person, are really tight and consistent for children. Because when we come to how do we ensure that children develop language, well, it's a pretty basic message, but children communicate more to people they're comfortable with. And one of the things that settings can do is to make sure that all children have access to books. And in settings that I work with, when we're looking at how do we change outcomes, I ask settings to sign a pledge, which is that every child, every day, gets their own book with an adult. And where settings can do that, and maybe in some cases target children for that, the outcomes in terms of children's interest in books and also eventually their parents' understanding of and enjoyment of books can significantly be changed.